Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Aries, for today is the Five of Swords. Now, Swords is the air suit. Libra, Gemini, Taurus are the air elements. This is minor arcana. Now, 5 is also a number of change. 5 is the number of changes. When it comes to the sword suit, there is a change in, Five of Swords in the upright is like a battle mode, like the warriors ready to fight. Here, the theme is a little bit different. Here, there is, a person or a cat, I don't know, so having a broom that's trying to take the mice out of that cheese, right? That mouse is dancing on the cheese. The mouse is holding one sword. There are 3 swords that are falling, and then there's one sword which is at the broom. So the sword is the thought, the process, right? And this cat definitely has thought through that. She wants this mouse out of here. So it's kind of a little bit of a warrior kind of, bickering, competitive energy, whether it's verbal competition, whether it's political, like you kind of strategizing to get somebody out of that situation or out of the scene, and things like that, especially when it's not upright. But in the reverse for you, Aries, 5 of Swords is in the reverse, which is excellent. I feel that, especially the Aries, you're ruled by Mars. When you get into the 5 of Swords energy, there is a possibility of heated arguments, disagreements, and things like that. Here in the reverse, you have it in the reversed, which means that, for you now, these battles, verbal battles, and having a leg up or winning at any cost are meaning yes. You are not about it now. You're like, I don't want any hikes that come from any kind of battles. You don't want to get into the situation. And if you were in any such situation where there was, negativity and bad energy, bad vibes, you just want out of that situation. And I feel that you're actively working towards it. You don't want to be part of arguments. You just want to just brush it off. You want to let it go. You don't want to fall into that petty mess. And I feel that, if this is like, today, when it comes to the 5 of Swords, this can be online arguments. It can be arguments, verbal arguments. It can be via emails that we try to put each other down. Whatever mode of communication this is, you're trying to take a more gentler approach or more neutral approach. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to fall into this because it's not only a waste of time. Not only does it give you headaches, because Aries, you rule the head, right? And when it comes to the 5 of Swords, the first thing that happens to any Aries is a headache. So you're like, I'm not going to deal with this kind of headache. I'm just going to cool off. I'm not interested in starting any such battles or continuing any such battles. So I do feel that this is a good time. Like if you were in a battle, you're kind of in a truce mode right now. You don't want to leg up anybody. You don't want to win at any cost. For you, it's not about who is right. For you, it's just about, let's just, come find a middle ground, to work it out. Or it's like, if somebody is actually trying hard to win, then you're like, okay, you go win. I don't care. So I feel that you're tapping into that energy of resolving things rather than trigger and start things with people. So it's an energy of removing yourself from uncomfortable situations, of kind of finding a middle ground and, kind of initiating talks if you wish to. There's also an energy available to you to resolve things, find solutions, find truces, come to agreements, and things like that. So if you were at, kind of a tiff with anybody, this is a good time to fix it. Maybe this could be around you. Maybe people are choosing to resolve situations. But if not, I feel that you're open to that energy. The next card you have, Aries, is the Green Man. And further it says synergy. Below that, it says things are falling into place as you have aligned your inner self and goals with that of the universe. So, synergy, yeah, if you see, like, there is this man that is, like, camouflaged as a forest. But then there's lots of creatures that are shown out here. There's plants, there's butterflies, lot of things happening in this. So synergy is like the ability to exist together, right? To work together and also thrive because you're a part of something so big. It's synergistic. So I feel that Aries, you might be working as part of a team, as part of a group, and I feel that you have aligned your inner self, which means that you've made peace with what is going on. You have understood that you are where you need to be. And, when we align with that acceptance, frequency, and energy, the universe responds back by, making things, I would say the universe responds back by creating that momentum. So if there were things that were not moving for you, maybe now they start to work because you have aligned yourself with the resources, or I would say the universe has aligned the resources in a way that things start to move forward, that there is forward momentum. Now, that could be in your personal life, that could be in your professional life, that could be in any area that you have not been seeing much happening or much growth. But the energy that you need to align with, you have done that task of aligning your inner self, your energies, your mind, body, heart, and soul. You have aligned with things, with tasks, with I would say the path that your soul is meant to walk on. You have aligned yourself with that. Now, not necessarily that you're part of a group, but I do feel that you are working as part of a group. So maybe for some of you that could be, projects related to, who knows, forest or earth or gardening, agriculture and things like that, because there's a lot of green energy out here, or maybe you're working with green energies as well. For some of you, this could be like you creating a lot of green energy around you by growing your own produce or using a lot of plants and flowers and things like that, Some of you could be part of community gardens, or you could be working as part of teams where everybody is able to bring the right skill to the table in order to create that product, so that people with different skills, when they come together towards a common or a shared goal, that's when things start to move forward. For some of you, it could be that as well. So a lot of coming together with people of different maybe skill sets. A lot of collaborations and a lot of partnerships, whether it's business partnerships or whether you're part of a team or a company that is now merging and partnering up with other people, or you are hiring third-party vendors or collaborators for your personal work, or it could be at your official place as well. So working together with different people of different skill sets that have excelled in their fields. When people of that caliber, that have achieved a lot, that have a lot to bring to the table, when those people align together, then things start to move forward. And the last card for today, Aries, you have is a message from the angels. And it says, well of the soul. Further, it says, believe you can succeed. Deep knowing, take it to heart. Soul purpose, trust yourself. Number 1. So the number 1 is coming through significant with this energy. To believe you can succeed. Yeah, it's just knowing that the energy, the effort, the skills that you are applying, the time that you are applying into everything that you give your time and energy to. You just need to believe that it will move forward. It will succeed. You will get the results that you will get the results that you want, or even more than that. So deep knowing. So it's like it in your heart of hearts that things that you're invested in will bear fruit one day or another. So it's about divine timing out here. It's about deep knowing that the universe, that you are working, you're co-creating with the universe, but everything takes its own time, and I feel that you are aligned with your soul purpose. We already saw that with the last card, so just believe you can succeed. Just yourself, just your skills, just the timing. And of course, you have faith in the universe that, that help is available. This is the angel speaking to you. So there is no need to second guess yourself or the efforts. Just trust your inner knowing, trust your intuition. Don't pay attention to, external noises or opinions. And this can mean any area, right? Whether it's your professional life or your personal life or relationships, whatever this is. Your intuition, what your heart, mind, and body speaks is way more pronounced and accurate than anything else, because nobody's walking in your path. And this, I feel, is like very much soul energy connected. Like the path that you're meant to walk on is the path that you have been aligned with now. So trust yourself, trust your instincts, and the path that you are on, whether anybody likes it or not, it's your soul purpose. I feel out here, according to the messages, it feels like your soul purpose. You're walking your soul's purpose. So keep doing what you're doing and keep moving forward. So Aries, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. Now moving on to the sign of Leo. So the first card for today, Leo, you have is the Strength. And this is number 8. And this is very much your card here, Leo. There is a ram, decorated ram in the picture. Now, ram is like, the family of sheep. And sheep is like, in a gentle way, it's like, a sacrificial lamb or a sheep, that kind of a vibe to it. Not a heavy, a mild, gentle energy of that as well. But then when it comes to the strength, strength energy is that you're giving more than you are receiving, or more than you are, getting back or taking. So I do feel that there might be a situation around you, Leons, where you're required to stay calm, you're required to self-regulate, not criticize yourself, or be loud, or be chaotic. I feel that it could be a little bit of a chaotic or a not so pleasant situation that you have to stay cool and calm in that. It could be at work, it could be in your personal life, it could be in business. If you run that, it could be in your social life, wherever this applies, it's going to be different for each one of you. But I feel that, keeping strength is not easy. It takes a lot. So you might feel a little burnt out, exhausted on the inside. You're like, oh my God, I have to deal with this. So it's that kind of energy. But taking care of yourself, pacing yourself out, keeping calm, taking to meditation practices also will help you ease the tension, or and also ease any kind of frustration that accumulates, especially when this energy is at play. So now this, the strength, it could be that the people around you have made, not so great judgments. It could be you as well. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we, do it unintentionally. Actually, most of the time we do it unintentionally. And that doesn't sit well with other people. It doesn't resonate with other people. So, we kind of get those harsh judgments, those eyes, those opinion, external noise, and we have to live through that. We have to wait for those tensions to de-escalate. Sometimes we have to make a move. Sometimes we have to do our due diligence. But, it all goes away. But while things are working out, it requires an inner strength. For some of you, this could be physical strength that's required. Maybe you're handling multiple things. Maybe you're physically exhausted. In that case, you need to definitely look after yourself. Keep the nutrition high, keep the hydration high, the rest high while you get through this. And for the most part, the strength energy is here to grow you because you learn from your mistakes. You learn from your environment, what works, what doesn't work. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes making mistakes to understand your situation. It takes mistakes, wrong judgments, wrong comments to understand how people react, who's supportive, who's not, how much they can, kind of meet you in the middle and things like that. So the strength energy is not here to bring you down. It's here actually to elevate you spiritually, to elevate you to times that you never thought were possible. So keep doing what you're doing, taking care of yourself. Keep learning from whatever, your situation is. And this situation will pay off, sometime later for you because the memory, the things, the lessons that you learn from this, the strength that you pull out from, your inner core in these times will actually shape you and your character in big ways that you would never imagine. And these qualities and virtues that you develop during this time is going to pay out, later in time. So keep calm, be patient, get through this process. Also, if this is something to do with your finances, keep a close eye on your budget, your spending. Have some kind of management systems in place so that you can monitor your expenses. And just focus on your self-growth. At the same time, you need to stay more calm, you need to stay more composed and a little bit low-key. You don't need to advertise things loudly. You don't need to be loud and performative all the time because the archetypal Leo energy is a little bit like performative energy, right? So we need to keep that in check. We need to manage that as well. And don't allow things to spiral out of hand. Do your best to contain the situation, to de-escalate. And that also will call for some inner strength. But there is nothing wrong and demeaning about, reaching out, asking for help. There is nothing weak about it. That is actually a sign of strength. So for some of you, that could be your situation as well. The next card you have, Leo, for today is Gaia. And it further says nurturing. So basically, if you see the picture, there is a woman energy figure out here, that's created from these flowers and birds and feathers and all of that. And you see that she's at an elevated level. Her hands are blessing the land. There's rainbow at the end. Yeah, so she's kind of like, bestowing the blessings, rainbow blessings on Mother Earth. And she is part of the Mother Earth as well, and there's rivers, a beautiful mountain, a beautiful landscape. So I do feel that this has something to do with land, with the nurturing. You could be, nurturing flowers, having to do something with flowers, the land, agriculture, produce, working on forests or mountains or rivers, something to do with Gaia, which is Mother Earth. Taking care of it, landfills, clearing that out, clearing the space, anything that improves the environment to Mother Earth. For some of you, you could be actually cultivating, growing your own flowers and plants or working with flowers and boutiques and things like that. Now, the Leo energy rules the heart space, and we already saw the strength card come through for you. So definitely this is the inner core and heart space that is worked out for you, working out for you here, Leo, that you have to work up. And, it is draining. The strength card, the strength energy takes a lot, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. any strength that you have had to pull from your inner core, it drains your body. And this is also an energy of nurturing. So either you are nurturing, I'm nurturing doesn't have to be just land. Mother Earth is a nurturer and she provides for all. So you could be providing for all. You could be a provider. In terms of taking care of Mother Earth or of its beings, the people, elderly, young, people of your age, your family, your parents, and anybody. You could be running centers, daycare centers, care centers for elderly, for youngsters, or giving back to Mother Earth and humanity in any way. And that takes a lot of strength, whether it's physical, emotional planning and giving resources, everything. You have to put it together. So that is definitely exhausting. So here your eyes. So while you're nurturing others, this energy is also asking you to give back the same energy to you, to take care of your own needs. Because when the heart center, when the inner core is being worked up, your body needs that much amount of more rest. So you have to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you will be running on empty, you will burn out, and then things go downhill anyway. So I feel that at this time, taking care of others is going to be equally important of taking care of yourself. So keep doing what you're doing. It's a good energy of, taking care of your family, your friends, the elderly. It could be community events that you're partaking in, something to do with land. Maybe you are growing your, produce, taking care of landscaping, or your own pots and plants, and bringing in flowers. It could be your new interest in flower industry or something like that. This can also be taking care of your friends, people who need a helping hand, a shoulder. For some of you, you could be supporting those initiatives or supporting, one-to-one care in any way, cooking, caring, listening, helping, financially, energetically, just spiritually. It could be anything that you're taking care of right now. So you will need that patience. You will need that energy and rest. I also feel that you're also kind of the safe spot for other people. You kind of patient with other people. You're more comforting. I feel that there could be a little bit shifting your energy from being that performative Leo to being more on the caring side. Like Leos have a huge heart. They're also very caring. But for the most part, they're, out there shining, being in the spotlight. But here, this is a little more gentler energy that I'm pulling from this card, where you are a comfort space, or you're creating comfort spaces. You could be an interior designer that's creating comfort zones for people, decorating in colors and home decoration also makes a huge difference in the mood and support that people get from being in cozy spaces. So you could be into that. You could be cooking comfort foods, or you could be choosing that for yourself. But it's an energy of showing up and caring every single day, no matter what. And the last card you have for today, Leo, is a message from the angels, number 3434. Could be significant for some of you. Further, it says, reach out. It says, give and receive help, connect with others, contacts in touch, healing hands. So yeah, exactly. This is a perfect, wrap to your reading here today, Leo. Reach out. I feel that's, it takes a lot of strength from a Leo to reach out for help. If you see the picture, there is this person that is, having this crystal in her hands. She's holding it close to her heart. So again, heart space, the inner core is going to be the focus for the next few days for you, Leo. Some of you could be strength training as well, or even it's mental strength, emotional, spiritual strength. There is a third eye, which is glowing out here, which means that you're able to see things, kind of get those visions. Also, this is like angel wings, and it's shown as open, and, it's hugely symbolic of being open-hearted, reaching out to other people, opening up yourself to groups, community, other people, and allowing them to help you. You don't have to go it all alone. That might be something that is that's needed. A shift is needed in that area for you here, Leo, because sometimes we're kind of conditioned to be the provider, just be the giver, and not ask for help at all, or not, we cannot reach out to other people and close ourselves. But here with wings open, it's like spread your wings, go take flight, connect with people, connect with contacts. It could be that people from the past are resurfacing back up, and you're establishing and reestablishing connection. That could be for some of you. But if a help, somebody asks that, do you need any help? Then gladly accept it instead of saying no or declining, any kind of help. And if people are reaching out for some events, inviting you, then accept those invitations, connect with people, because, connection with the community always gives us that support system and the strength that we need that we need at all given times. It's not a weakness to reach out to people, to connect with people, to ask for help. So, Leo, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. Now moving on to the sign of Sagittarius. So the first card you have for today, Sagittarius, is the Lovers, and it's in the reverse for you. This is number 6, so that number 6 is coming through strong with this energy. Now there is like 2, I would say, parrots out here in the picture. This energy is reversed. Now it looks like a force of wedding setup, because both of them are wearing their wedding wear, and they are collaborating together, joining hands, joining forces. There is a union coming together in the upright. Now, when it's flipped, the energy of the flip Lovers card is something really good. It's for a good reason. It's a renegotiation of the germs. It's a re-examining, recalibration energy out here. When it comes to the Lovers and the upright, it's like, we're all completely aligned. Our goals are aligned. Everything's working exactly as it should be. And when the Lovers is in the reverse, which means that something went off. Something is a mismatch. Something is not vibing, and that needs to be corrected or realigned. That's all that is. Now, this could be in your personal life. It could be in your professional life. Professional life for you, Sagittarius, is I would say, the 12th house, the second house energy. And also the 10th house is the house of Virgo for you. So I feel that now in your 10th house of career, the most important transit right now for you, Sagittarius, is the Sun and the Mercury in the sign of Virgo. And Mercury is the ruler of Virgo. And Sun is also in the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is the energy of service, of career goals, advancements. 10th house is also the energy of your reputation that you earn in the world through your hard work, through your goals. So I feel that, especially when it comes to partnering up with people, sometimes it happens that we, bring on our personal partnerships on board with our professional partnerships, and that kind of shifts the dynamic a little bit. We get, we kind of misjudge things. And also when things get misjudged on the professional front, it impacts our personal life as well, our personal relationships as well. So I feel that if you are mixing business and relationships together, like having your partner come on board, or the person that was working in the professional partnership becomes a personal partner, it could go either ways, and it's going to be different for each one of you. Those terms have to be realigned and renegotiated. So I feel that you probably need to, have the conversation about what's working, what's not working, and focus on what's not working, and continue doing what's working. Also, there's an energy of perseverance, It's like getting through this time through talking. Talking is going to be really important because Mercury is in the picture. So documenting things, creating the documents, the fine print, especially if it's business related, and having those conversations regarding, home and our personal goals, our family goals, our relationship goals also will help you be on the same page with each other. So have all those talks, whether it's related to your home, buying a home together, or buying it separate, or living together, or living separate, or sharing finances, or keeping it separate, or just, what's not working, maybe you want to take a break. This is not really the sign of drifting away, but it could be for some of you. It's like, things that are not working, that don't make sense anymore. What's the purpose of, holding on to it? For some of you, it could be that as well. But for others of you, this could be that you're renegotiating the terms, or you're having those long due conversations, and you're coming back together, working out the kinks, and again coming back together. So it's going to be different for each one of you, and it's just that you need to be honest with yourself and the other person. Don't avoid those difficult conversations. Also, if this is related to your business and finances, you need to have some kind of a document on how you're going to manage the finances and expenses and all of that, if you're sharing accommodation, then it's the lease who's going to pay, how we're going to split. If it's in relation to any kind of business costs, then how are we going to split those costs and things like that, need to be worked out so that your relations keep going steady and your business also does not suffer and go steady. So those are the things you'll need to work out while this energy plays out for you. The next card you have, Sagittarius, is Rainbow. And further it says blessings. So I feel that, now as you see rainbow, you see below here, there are clouds that are moving away. So obviously it has been a rainy season, rainy clouds, and that's over, Rain and cloudy, gloomy, dark clouds are symbolic of harder times, when you need the strength to endure it. It's not been pleasant, it's not been easy. And it takes a long time, when it rains for a long time, that's when you see the rainbow. It's like a blessing for enduring those challenges. And you, Sagittarius, being the mutable fire sign, you're always like, looking forward, looking next. You're always bending over backwards for people. The Sagittarius energy rules the hips and the thighs. It's about, exercising your solar chakra, going out and about, the work that we do, the physical work that we do, the moving around, all of that comes under the Sagittarius energy. So I feel that now the blessings are coming towards you, for everything that you have endured, for, for everything that you have endured. And also there is a lunar eclipse which is happening in the sign of Pisces, which is your 4th house of home and family. So it can get a little bit, it can stir up your emotions a little bit, but that's the last stretch, right? Because things that, that are related to family, maybe some issues of the past, they come up, or you hear from people that are related to you that you have a standoff from, and things like that. So things could resurface, and it's just, for you to have a look at it, check in with that, your emotions, the situation, and all of that, So for some of you, you could be resolving situations that have not been so good. So it's now that the storm is kind of over, also rainbows are kind of bridges to the other worlds, connecting this world, 3D world, to the heavens, to the other world, the rain, the fairies, the fairy world, the rainbow, the higher cosmos, for blessings. So I do feel that things are going to show up on the positive for you. And it's been a long stretch. I can totally feel it. The long stretch of effort that you have been putting up with. You've been giving all you got. You've been showing up. You've been disciplined. You've been working hard. And now the rewards are going to start to come in. And that could be on your professional front, it could be on your personal front, could be in your social front, could be anything, things that are reviving. It's a rebuilding energy. It's the clearing of a negativity, or where it's the tearing up of bad energy. So things will start to move forward. If there were any breaks or hold ups in terms of your professional life or personal life, you'll see things moving forward. You'll see this is also a restoration energy of things getting restored back, whether it's in your business, in your work, your personal situation of any kind, maybe at your home front, maybe it could be your house that you're now restoring and things like that, those kind of forward movements. For some of you, it could be people, that it's rebuilding social circles. Maybe things have been rough on the social front, so things are shifting around that as well. So rough things becoming more smoother now, more hope returning to you, more optimism returning to you. And, if there was any conflicts and tensions, I feel that is also clearing away for some of you. So it has been heavy. It has been a long stretch. You deserve every bit of blessing that is coming towards you, Sagittarius, because you really earned it through your patience and perseverance, and whatever blessing comes, it's going to stay with you. It's like you worked hard for it. It's not just a fly-by thing. You need to just know that you've been rewarded by the heavens for everything that you have endured. And it's the timing now, that Jupiter is in the sign of Leo, and that's your 9th house, of blessings. It's even the house of travel, of adventure, of growth, or of spirituality. So you will see growth in all those areas, a lot of expansive energy. And the last card for today, Sagittarius, you have is the new levels, angel number 444. So this is a master number. It's also very powerful. A 444 is a very powerful number of expansion, of growth, of angelic support around you. Further, it says, new levels, your prayers are answered, being heard, exalted, lifted up, strength, dedication, work. So definitely this is an elevation. You had the lowers in the reverse, which means recalibration, realignment. There is also the energy of blessings and rainbows, and I feel this is just an extension to that. You've been working hard, you've been pouring your heart, soul, you've been praying for growth, success, for things to be aligned for you, and now things are going to be aligned for you here, Sagittarius. Your prayers are being heard. Your effort has been seen, It might have felt like you got unnoticed, but exalted is the maximum potential, You're getting there, you're reaching there. You're being lifted up, So whether it's finances, whether it's spiritually, whether it's physically, materially, whatever this is, and it's going to be different for each one of you, there is an energy of growth, of expansion, of new levels. Strength has been something that you have endured. And the rainbow speaks of the same thing, the strength, the endurance, the dedication. It's not easy to show up day in, day out for things that are not showing results, or to still keep pouring your heart with all honesty and sincerity into things that have not shown much growth, as you probably had expected for it. But, since the word work is there, I feel that it's your professional work, your professional life that's taking up, that's going to new levels. There is recognition, there's awards, there's rewards, there's milestones. Some of you could be getting promoted. Some of you, if you're in business, you might be experiencing more sales, more customers, more people, your business spreading, growing to word of mouth, or you standing out, in somewhere. It's an energy of a payoff, you've been working hard for this. So 444 is, going to be significant for some of you. You could see this number around anywhere, and through number plates or phone numbers, or just numbers around, on TV and things like that, which means that solid foundations have been accomplished. That's 444 is stability, foundations, and there is 444 out here, which means that there is support, there is emotional support, there is strong foundations that you have laid. And when we are setting up foundations, the growth is next to invisible. Only when, the solid foundation has been established, then you can put, you can grow on top of that. And I feel that's the energy of new levels. So Sagittarius, great energy out here. Those were your messages and hope they resonated with you. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.